All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to find the slope of these equations right here, y plus 3 and x equals -6. And what I want to do here first is graph it so we can clearly see what the slope is. So if I'm gonna graph y plus 3 equals 0, I'm going to solve for y first. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, and I get y equals -3. Now we actually learned in section 3.1 what the equation of this looks like. It's a horizontal line at the y coordinate 0, 3. So if I go to 0, 3 right here, then I know that that's going to be a horizontal line. So we can go ahead and graph that guy. We know it's going to look like this. All right, I'll put my little arrows at the end of it. Boop. Boop. All right, actually these should be slightly lower though, and actually 3. Technology is cool, but sometimes it kind of slows down a little bit. There we go. So we'll just kind of do like that. All right. I want to know, what's the slope of this line now? What is the slope of this line? Well, we know that, before I just tell you what it is, we could actually figure it out, right? By finding 2 points. Like here's a point right here. Okay, that's a coordinate point, 0, -3. And let's choose any other coordinate point. Like maybe we'll just choose this guy right here. And that's the point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the point 5, -3. So if I want to find the slope between 2 points, right, I just subtract the y values and subtract the x values. So if I'm going to find that right now, then I could just do -3 minus -3, and then 5 minus 0. Well, notice what happens. I get +3 on top, so -3 plus 3 is 0 on top, and 5 on the bottom, which is just simply 0. So the slope of this line is 0. So let's generalize this. If I have a horizontal line, and let's say if I have a horizontal line here, can we generalize what the slope is going to be already? Well, it's going to be 0. If the line is horizontal here, what's this slope going to be? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So really any line that's a horizontal line particular will always have a slope of 0. So you might want to take note of that. So y equals some constant number will always have a slope of 0. That will always happen. Now what about x equals -6? Well, we know how to graph that. So go to -6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And we know that that is a vertical line. So we can go ahead and graph this vertical line right here. All right. And before we just say what the slope is, because there actually is a rule for this when it's vertical, we can go ahead and find the slope by, again, finding 2 points. And what is it? So we'll pick this point right here. So that's the point -6, 0. And let's just pick 1 just below it. So that's -6, -1. All right, so let's subtract the y coordinates. I'll go from top to bottom. So 0 minus -1, and then -6 minus -6. So on top, I get 1. On the bottom, I have 0. Oh, snaps. Do we want 0 in the denominator? I don't think so. I don't think so. We don't want 0 in the denominator. 0 should not be in the denominator. It should never be in the denominator. If you try to divide by 0, you're going to get, it's not even an existing number. You can't even, if you try to divide by 0 using rules of multiplication, like, for example, if I have 9 divided by 3 equals 3, right? You can turn that into a multiplication problem. 3 times what equals 9, right? 3 times what is that? Well, it's 9. Well, so if I did 0 times what equals 1, well, 0 times anything is always 0, right? So that's why, I mean, if you turn this into a multiplication problem, it's not possible. You're not going to find a number. So what we say, if it's a vertical line now, like this, we're going to say that this slope right here is undefined. So any vertical line, it doesn't matter where it is, any vertical line, you put it like anywhere, it is always, always, always going to be undefined. If you have a horizontal line, it's always going to be 0.